Okay, here I am. I'm in the art barn and I'm going to set up for this little project that you guys are going to do today, I think. So let's just get started. You know, setup is important. Make sure you have a good surface here to work on, not a plastic lid. So I've plugged the iron in, but I haven't heated it up. You want it to be about 200 degrees, not too hot, because burnt wax can be toxic. So it's good activity for outside. So this is a little bin that you're going to get. It's got all sorts of treasures. So there's some samples in here of how your finished product will look and feel. And beeswax wraps are very cool because you can just wipe them down and store them in your fridge if it's too hot out, so they don't melt. They won't melt, but well, it's wax, okay? Do I need to? But see how awesome they are? They just kind of are awesome. Ooh, this is burning. Can you see that? Okay, let's just turn that down a little bit here. Yeah, so you can, can't remember, I think they wash it under warm water. Some other YouTube video will tell you. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've done this. So I'm just going to pull this out. There's two sets of, more than two sets of towels. There's 4 sets of towels. So, because I have 4 people doing it. So 2 people can share an iron. You don't want to use your own iron unless you want to wreck it. So you're going to work on this towel to soak up the extra wax. These are just like towels I won't use. So you can see that I've got one side taped down. There's 2 pieces and there's little samples. But what happens with the wax, you get lots of, I'm not sure where that came from. I'm just going to rip that, throw it over there. Okay, I'm no professional YouTuber, so just bear with me. So you can see like this extra wax can be picked up in your fabric. You fold it and then iron it. This is another piece, but you can see sort of how it goes over the edge, so it's kind of wasted. So you don't want to have a piece of fabric that's bigger than the parchment paper. You could fold it in half. It'll work. So you can see there's 2 pieces here. Let's try them. And yeah, they totally unstick. So honestly, these have been in here like a year. And they're still good, go figure. So this one's not quite as coated. So what happens, there'll be one piece of fabric will be oversaturated with wax. So what I do is I get another piece of fabric and bring it in to pick up that extra. So I know that this is what that was. I can tell by how it feels. That's Mona. She's there. So I'm just going to put that wax on there like this. You're going to have in this thing a cheese grater. It's a wax grater now. And one of you could be the assistant wax grater. You can just do a little pile and then you can put just some on your fabric like this. You get the idea, right? So, and then in the bag box is some jojoba oil. Jojoba oil. And this is like lubrication. So we all know that you need some lubrication. It just helps get things going. So you don't put a lot. This is a little bit messy. I do pour it into the lid. And I don't use it right away. Put it to the side. Be careful not to knock it over because it's a little pricey. So what is this gum resin? So what this does is it gives the little beeswax wrap, like it makes it sticky because it's just pine resin, like sap. So you want to sprinkle this on sparingly. So that means like a little teeny tiny bit. And I think it should go around the edge because you're going to want it to stick to your bowl or stick to the other part of the wrap. And you'll figure that out. Like it's kind of like a learn as you go sort of thing. I'm sorry, I know I'm not doing a great tutorial. I'm kind of rushing through this because I do have a student in a few minutes and I wanted to just show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm not going to use any of this, but you don't need a lot of this. Like this is done like 100 wraps, and you just need it around the edge. And just a sprinkle, like when you put salt on your dinner. Just go easy, okay, Dad? All right, you got it. Okay, so I've got a piece of parchment paper underneath. It's got a hole in it. Obviously, I need a new piece. So I'll make sure you have plenty. Put another piece on top. This also has a hole in it. I'm going to be very careful not to spill this like I told you not to. And I got a little bit of this. And I'm just going to put just a teeny like salt, the salt. And then I'm going to get my iron and just kind of go like this. And you can see it's like, it's melting. I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know if this video is still playing. It could have shut off for all I know. You don't need water in the iron. You just need to, all we're doing here is melting the wax. It's pure beeswax. Pure Canadian beeswax, so it's better. Happier bees make Canadian beeswax. And then it's obviously going to be hot, so you're going to want to wait for it to cool. You can tell if it's saturated. Like you can see the spots that aren't, and you can go back and add like a couple more flakes of the wax. You don't want too much wax. So obviously this is like, it's too hot. I don't think you'll have any more questions, really. I'll include some parchment paper, or I'll ask Vicki if she has some parchment paper, and you'll watch this video. It's totally fun. You don't need a lot of jojoba oil, like I said. Just gonna clean the lid off like that. Just a little like lubrication. Sometimes you don't need the lube, you know how it is, sisters. So there's lots of, like, this one's already started. There's lots in here. Lots of towels. Some samples for you to get an idea, and I'll include some fabric. And Bob's your uncle. Have fun. This is totally fun. You'll see these, like 3 of them at the farmer's market for like 20 bucks. So these make a great Christmas gift. I am including some Christmas fabrics that I found. So that's exciting. And watch a YouTube tutorial if this doesn't make any sense at all. That's all. Thanks for watching and have fun. Okay, I'm going to turn this off now. I'm not going to edit it, so you got to bear with me. Oh, it's 9 minutes.